So how far do you want to take this? How far do you want to, where do you want to take your rap career to? Do you want to be like mainstream, or do you want to be like some top dog in your neighborhood, or you just want to be known around the LA area, or you want to go like expand to the East Coast and all that shit?
Nah, shit, well, I'm trying to get every bag I can, you know, anywhere. Like, I'm trying to not just be based on LA, I'm trying to be worldwide, you know?
Yeah.
Like, as far as I can think, you know, like, just get every bag possible. Like, yeah, just every bag possible.
No doubt. So how do you feel like you can pursue that goal? Do you have an idea of it, or is it about who you know, or is it about just touch down in different cities and try to connect with who you can connect with? What kind of, how are you gonna go about that, do you think?
Shit, with just being different. I mean, like, you know, I've been trying every genre out, you know, I've been trying like Mexican music, corridos, like, I tried singing, I tried everything, you know, like, it's just, you never know what could really hit. Yeah. So it's like, I just go with whatever it is, you know, don't be scared to step outside the box and shit.
Hell yeah. So, you was talking about Spanish music. I actually heard the track of you rapping in Spanish. Mm-hmm. How, was that hard for you? I mean, you speak Spanish, obviously. Was that hard trying to go from rapping in English to just straight Spanish, or you were just trying to step outside the box?
Nah, yeah, that shit was, I mean, I just tried to step outside the box. You know, it took me a couple of tries to get it down and shit, because I wasn't used to it. Yeah. But like, I did the first track and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna run with it. And then I did another track, and the second track I was more used to it, you know, I was more like, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, you know, like I'm gonna run with it. And then like, it's just been going up, like that shit been going up more than my rap music.
For real?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are like, bro, like, you could go up off that shit without even wanting to, and that's what low-key happens to every artist, you know, without wanting to, they be going up and shit.
Yeah. So do you feel like you're gonna try to pursue that lane a little bit more, or you just gonna try to like merge it both together?
I mean, I'm gonna just try to merge both together, you know, it's a bag in every genre, you know, yeah. So I'm just trying to be that person, you know, like, oh, he can rap too, oh, he does corridos too, oh, he does this type of music, like, just every bag, you know? Kind of like Drake. Drake could do whatever too, like, he can just be in whatever genre he wants.
No doubt. Yeah, because we got someone from the Bay Area, he goes by the name of Baby Gas, mm-hmm. And I don't really know too many artists out here in LA that I could say that raps in Spanish and English, yeah. You know what I mean? But in the Bay Area, he's probably one of the, I wouldn't say the only one, because he's not, but he's one of the main people who actually goes from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you feel like you find a lot of people like that out here who do the same thing? Or is that kind of like an open lane for you?
Not really. I mean, I heard like SvgPreme, you know, he raps in Spanish and English and shit. You know, I know like two more people, but not really that much. So I feel like it's just an open lane, you know? And then it's the fact that like, you know, they be rapping in Spanish, but like on like trap beats. Like I'm rapping on like straight Mexican like beats and shit. Yeah. So it's like, it's a whole different level, you know? Like I don't, you know, like I hear like people that like sing on Mexican beats, they're from like up north or the IE. Like there's no, like I can't name one poppin' like LA Mexican artist. Yeah. So I just feel like it's an open lane for me, even without like trying. Like I'm not even trying. And it's just been going up.
So you feel like if you actually do try, that you could basically run that lane?
Yeah, I feel like I can. Like I'm, you know, like I've been getting like messages even from like poppin' Mexican artists that like hit me up. Like they're asking me to like ghost write for them and like all that. And, like I don't even, you know, like I'm just barely started, you know. So it's like I feel like I could really roll with it. Like even though that's not like what I'm going for, but you know, it's a bag. If it's a bag, you know, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, I feel like being in LA, there's like positives and negatives to it. The way I feel being from the outside looking in, because one, you're surrounded by so much of the music industry, which everybody comes to LA for the music. And then two, the other side of it is like, you got so much competition. How do you stand out, and how do you try to, you know, be the top dog out of a lot of Latinos out here, or Mexicans, I want to say?
Shit, I just stay focused, honestly. Like you know, a lot of people, what they have right here is like they worry about what the next person got going on. Like, I just worry about myself. Like honestly, like I just keep working, and whoever wants to work, you know, I work with them. You know, I'm humble as fuck, so it's like, you know, I don't be like like a lot of people out here in LA, like they be cocky as hell. You know, they don't want to work with other people, they don't want to do this. They got egos, and it's like a bunch of politics. Like, you know, like, you know, I'm that person that gonna be like, hey, bro, let's work, let's do this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't worry about whatever somebody else got going on and shit. So, you know, I feel like that shit just, you know, helps me out as well. Like, you know, I'm just worried about myself.
No doubt, everybody's on that big dog status and shit, huh? They don't want to fuck with the little dudes and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
On the come up.
Hell yeah.
So has anybody actually reached out to you that has some kind of status or like a big name and was like, hey bro, I like what you're doing, I want to fuck with you and shit like that?
Shit, well, like in the past I had a couple of people, you know, I had like 2 artists from Detroit hit me up. He's pretty popular, his name's Dink Dot and shit. So he had tapped in with me, but like I lost contact and shit. And I remember like one Rolling Loud, I forgot which one it was though, but I was in contact with Shorty. It wasn't really like, you know, like that, but we were talking and shit, but you know, it wasn't any music in the works. And then recently, you know, like I've been talking to like Phoenix and shit. Like, well, he's not from Charlotte no more.
Yeah.
I've been talking to him, but not like on music either. Like, you know, just on some cool shit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I'm not gonna be that type of person that be like, hey, like, you know, that thirsty person that just wants music and just wants that song. Like, nah, like, you know, like I'm all about like, you know, creating that like formula. I mean, the chemistry and shit.
Yeah, having some kind of bond and relationship other than just some fake shit and you just like, but let's pull up to the studio and let's do something and then just cut out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I seen that you actually opened up for a couple big artists. And Shoreline Mafia, when they was a thing.
Yeah.
And a couple other big names and stuff like that. What was that like when you first got your, you know, when you first got that like offer to be like, hey, we need you to open up or we want you to open up? Was it them who asked you or was it the promoters or the people from the venue?
Shit, well, it was actually like the homie and shit. The homie was gonna open up and I didn't even know, but he told me, he's like, hey bro, like, I'm gonna bring you out, like let's perform some music and shit. I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm down. And that shit's crazy because like, you know, I used to throw shows like backyard shows and shit. So like I used to throw my own shows. I used to be the headliner and shit. And we used to pack those shits out in the middle of the hood. We had like different hoods pulling up and shit. So it'll be active, but like going from that to like performing at the theater full, like packed out, like at a Shoreline Mafia show, that shit was crazy. That shit was like a different experience.
Yeah. Have you ever had someone, this is a question I want to ask is because, like I said, there's so much gangland out here and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in the rap game, let's just say, that they're not who they rap about. You feel me? Have you ever been impressed about, you know, the shit that you rap about? Or, you know, has anybody tried to say, oh, you ain't really living that?
Nah, not really, because at the end of the day, you know, it's like how like, you know, some other artists say like, it's just entertainment, you know, like, and then half of the time, you know, you're not trying to get caught by the feds either, because, you know, the feds are on the music industry like 24/7, so it's like, you gotta just keep all that, you know, just say it's fake and all that shit, because at the end of the day, only you and yourself know what really went down, you know, like only you know what you went through, only you know what you do, like if nobody believes you, then fuck it, you just keep doing you know what the hell happened and you know what's real and shit.
Yeah, you don't want to expose too much or, you know, that's where the wordplay comes in, right?
Exactly.
You kind of switch up the wording and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, is there anybody that you want to work with, that you haven't worked with?
Shit, well, I want to work with like a lot of Detroit artists. Like I fuck with like Rio, Cash Kid, Babyface Ray, like, you know, like just anybody, you know, like just people that I feel like they can like shit talk with me, you know, because I like to shit talk a lot, bro. I like to talk my shit. So it's like I just want to be on the same level with people that can talk the same shit as me.
Yeah. Do you have any connects to that, or are you trying to just maneuver around here and see if you could run into somebody out here in LA since the industry's so big?
No, yeah, I'll just be trying to make plays here and there, you know, like promoting and all that shit with like people that they follow, you know. Hopefully one day they see it and be like, damn, like, you know, this fool's hard, like I'm trying to work. And actually, like, I had DM'd Peasy like a long time ago when he was locked up and shit, and I had sent him a post, a video of my shit. and he liked it, and he just told me to keep working. So I was just like, that should give me more motivation, you know?
Yeah.
Like he didn't tell me like, oh, let's work, but he just, you know, just him telling me like, keep working, like that should give me more push, you know?
Just something so simple like that could actually motivate you, keep you going, spark that fire.
Yeah,
You ever thought about going to Detroit and actually promoting your stuff, since that's kind of like the lane you want to pursue?
Nah, hell yeah, I want to go to Detroit so bad, like, but like that shit's over there. Like I feel like that shit worse over there than here. Like I feel like it's just over there, like it's more like politics more than over here. Like, cause it's just like so many gangs like in every block and shit. Like I be watching interviews and shit, and like they be explaining everything. I'm just like, damn, that shit sounds worse than out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be dangerous, you know. I know it's dangerous out there, but just the rap scene over there is just crazy. So, you know, I do want to go to Detroit and shit.
Yeah. You ever feel like you want to, or you got to travel outside of LA to promote, like maybe go to Vegas, since there's a big crowd out there and there's different types of people who come from different parts of the US or something like that, or the Bay Area, since, you know, there's a lot of Mexican or, you know, just different kind of races out there to promote your stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I've been, you know, I've been trying to like even like reach out to like farther, you know, like I'm trying to reach out to like Atlanta, you know, like different like Louisiana, like different scenes, you know, other than like Cali. But I do want to go to the Bay and shit, cause low key like the Bay does have like a similar sound to like Detroit and shit, like Neftafaro and like all of them, you know. This like I feel like Detroit's like a brother like state to like, you know, the Bay Area. I mean, a brother city.
No doubt, man. Hey, that's real shit though. So who are you kind of tapped in with in the Bay Area, rap wise?
So rap wise, I mean, not really like nobody and shit, but I just be listening to a lot of Bay Area people. I mean, I'm like tapped in with like a few producers and shit. Like I'm tapped in with like Neftafaro's producer. His name's Bazillion. He actually produced like 5 songs that just came out on his tape and shit, like recently. Yeah, so he's been like trying to bust plays for me too and shit. But like he young too, so you know he doing his shit out there.
Yeah, it's all about networking and, you know, just trying to get your foot in the door.
Yeah, exactly.
So where do you see yourself within 5 years in this rap game? Where do you hope to be?
See, I hope to be like at the top, like if not at the top, at least, you know, somewhere like where they're like, damn, like I gotta pay this much for a feature from him. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like that rapper, you know, that artist. Like I know, like I have like I have capacity to go far. You know, like I have like my bars is just like some shit you can't sleep on. You know, so it's like, and then me being Hispanic, it just throws people off because they expect like that cholo rap and like all that shit.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's like I know like my shit could just blow, but you know I just been patient, I just been working and shit.
No doubt. Can you define what's success to you?
Success, shit. Just being able to put my family on, you know, off the rap shit, like just being able to be like, damn, like I really like made it this far, like so many years of work that I put in, you know, like just now I'm able to just relax and help my family out and shit.
Yeah, so basically be financially free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the people who don't know you, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in LA or this area knows you, but for the people like East Coast, Midwest, Bay Area who don't know who you are, let them know where they can find you, where your music's at, and all that good stuff.
Shit, well, you can find me on Instagram at SvgPreme_. You can find me at Twitter on SvgPreme. I mean, my music's on all DSPs, Spotify, Apple, everything. YouTube, SvgPreme. I got hella videos out. I got 2 videos coming soon. I mean, shit, you can find me everywhere, anywhere. SvgPreme. Yeah,
you're real activated. I actually was looking at a lot of your stuff before I pulled up to this interview, and you're doing the thing, man. Just keep your foot on the pedal and keep pushing that line. But yeah, man, once again, it's just another episode of Urban Moguls with B, right here with SvgPreme. But before we close this out, is SVG stand for Savage?
Yeah, it stands for Savage, short for Savage.
Exactly, we right here with Savage, man. So it's just another episode of Urban Moguls with B. Thank you guys for tapping in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell.
Yes, sir.
We out.